Skinny Hardaway Southern T, back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, I greatly appreciate you sliding through. If this your first time, do your boy solid. Don't make it your last time. Hit that subscription button there as well. We talk this good MMA, boxing, sports, parlays, predictions every single day, not just today. Today, we here with a PFL World Tournament 2025. We got the full first round predictions of the Jackson versus Koreshkov card. This is the featherweights and the welterweights. It's about 10 fights, maybe more on this card. We gonna go through every fight. I'm gonna give y'all my predictions for every single fight. Right, tell y'all what I like and why I like it. With that being said, I ain't gonna waste too much more of y'all time. In the first fight, we got Dupas versus Garib. In this fight, I got the dog Dupas. I'm thinking their striking is about wood and wet. I'm thinking their wrestling is about wood and wet, pretty even fight. I think Dupas has better submissions if he goes to the ground. Maybe I edge Garib slightly with the striking, but I think Dupas is a pressure of enough wrestler to where this fight is probably going to be fought close in the clinch and the grappling, and where I edge Dupas for the win. In the next fight, we got Luciano versus Shields. Very similar in styles to the first fight. I'm edging Luciano in the striking battle, right? And I think on the wrestling is about tit for tat. I think Luciano is better in the submission and grappling game, and that's why I'm edging Luciano. In this fight, Luciano is the favorite. I think the odds are a little too big, but I do think the right guy is the favorite. I think if he goes to the ground, Luciano has that submission threat, so I got Luciano for the win. Next fight, we got Kim and we got Kelly. I'm going with the dog Kelly in this fight. I think standing, Kim may have an edge. I think Kelly is adequate enough in the standing, to figure his way out. I think he wants to get this fight to the ground. Kim, he makes it hard for you to take him down, but he can be taken down. Not easily, but he can be taken down. He can be taken down multiple times. I think Kelly is going to be able to take him down, keep him down for the majority of the rounds. And I got Kelly winning this fight with his ground game. In this fight, we got Bonchop versus Kakiri. I'm going dog again in this. I know y'all he got a lot of dogs, but I'm taking Bonchop on this because I think he'll be able to control the pace of this fight. I think he can handle himself in the striking. I think he's a bit of the better wrestler. I think he's a bit quicker, a bit faster than Kakiri in this fight, right? And I think he'll be able to get out first. I don't think anyone gets stopped. I think Bonchop wins this fight decision. Bonchop for the win. Next fight, we got Landu versus Braga. I think it's going to be a better fight than the odds say. I am taking Braga for the win. But Landu, is a gamer. He has power as well, just like Braga. I think this fight is mostly going to be a stand-up fight. I think these guys will strike. Again, both these guys have dynamite in their hand. I think Braga is slightly a better striker, right? I think he has more power, but Landu does have power as well. I got Braga for the win in what will be an explosive fight. In the next fight, we got Gene versus Berkamov. I think this fight is going to be good for as long as it lasts. I got Gene winning this fight. I think Gene wins this fight probably by stoppage unless Berkamov, turns this into a grappling battle, which I don't think Gene is going to allow. Right, Gene is a pretty explosive athlete. Berkamov is good in his own right. I just think he's a lot less athletic than Gene. I think Thad Gene looks explosive in this fight. We got Thad Gene for the win. In the next fight, we got Kabulev versus Kennedy. I'm taking Kabulev in this fight. I think Kennedy is a bit out his league in this fight. There was a time where I thought Kennedy, may, be a champion of, one of these PFL tournaments one year, but I'm a while since removed from there. I think Kabulev is just, much better. Kabulev got that crazy flying knee knockout. I think he better than Kennedy, standing and on the ground. Kabulev for the win. In the next fight, we got Umalato versus Storley. I think Umalato has the striking edge in this fight. The wrestling is about what and what different style of wrestler, right? Greco-Roman for Umalato. You got the pure, American wrestling style for Storley. If Storley could, take this to the ground, then I think that would do him the best as to where Umalato I think he's the much better striker, and he'll be able to hold his own on the ground. I got Umalato for the win, but this is kind of a dog or pass. Next fight, we got Pineda versus Borix. Not gonna lie to you, I almost went Borix because Pineda has been out since 2023 when he won the PFL tournament, right? But I do think Pineda is, more tested, has the better resume, fought the higher competition, so I am taking him to win. But I do think Borix is game. I think Pineda is, just veteran kind of guy. Won the tournament before. Hard for me to pick against him. So I got Pineda for the win. And last but not least, we got Jackson versus Koreshkov. I'm going to go with Jackson in this. I think he's the better all-around fighter. I think, he has shown in the past, to have knockout ability. Not a whole lot, right? Only has 3 finishes. He mostly controls guys with the wrestling, cage control, ground and pound and whatnot. And I think that's what he's going to do in this fight. He is Ranger, right? So he can land strikes, when he wants to. But he wants to fight this, fight his fights from the ground. That's where he's best at. And I think he controls Koreshkov, in the clinch, in the grapple, land some elbows, land some knees, right? Gets him down to the ground with some ground and pound. And I got Jackson for the win. What we getting ready to do right now is I'm about to run down my winners for y'all again. Give y'all that list so y'all can see it all in one place. I'm going to give y'all my 5 most confident picks, and then we going to make us a parlay before we slide up. All right, my 5 most confident picks for the card is Gene, Braga, Pineda, Jackson, and Caballero. I think all of those guys should win their fight. Now, the odds aren't the greatest, and y'all know how we kind of do it over here. Our 5 most confident picks is our parlay as well. If you parlay all this up, this will get you to plus 350. If you take my 5 most confident picks alone, they're not the greatest, right? But if you put them together, they get you up to plus 350. All those 5 fighters, they should get the win. This is going to be a pretty good card. I'm excited for it. All right, my 2 most confident underdog picks are Bettor and Duprice. I think Bettor is only an underdog because he lost his last fight. I think he's better than the opponent that he's facing off against. I think Duprice is in a pretty 50-50 fight. I think his submission game is a little more dangerous than his opponent, who also has a wrestling game. It's going to be a wrestling match. I think he has the submission edge in that. But Bettor and Duprice are my 2 most confident dogs. All right, I ain't going to hold y'all up too much longer. But before I get up out of here, I'm going to give y'all the list of my winners. All 10 of them right. I got Gene. I got Braga. I got Kubalev. I got Jackson. I got Pineda. I got Umalato. I got Laciano. I got Duprice. I got Bachar. And I got Kelly. That's all I got for y'all, man. It's getting harder way TWTea. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But it's the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out. Love.